Jaunti, boy.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jaunti. Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with a new video for you guys. I know this has been a long overdue when I set up a poll and asked you guys what is the next video tutorial you guys would like for me to make for you. Making a video on delays it had the most votes on it, about 33%. But everything else, you know, it was almost even. But I thought maybe just to make things fair for everybody, why not make a video on each and every one of them, going down a particular order. I know delays were about 33%, so that had the most votes, but I'm gonna go in chronological order from that poll. I'm gonna do EQ and work my way down to the video where a few of you guys asked me to make a video about how to sample and show you how I sample beats using the machine, the drum machine. So like I said, I'm working on those right now, but until further ado, if you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified of new videos as soon as I upload them. And also give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button for your boy. I would really appreciate it. And so in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to EQ a vocal, how to take out the bad sounds, and how to keep everything sound crisp and clean, sit on top of the mix. And until further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, we're in Pro Tools. I'm going to be using a song by my boy Ben Kaleski. He did a freestyle version to Future song 7:12 p.m. The instrumental is an industry beat, so I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to play his vocals, and it will be kind of hard for me to figure out exactly how to do this to an industry beat, because I wouldn't recommend EQing your vocals solo. In other words, don't EQ your vocals by themselves. EQ them along with the beat, so you can find out how to actually make them sit on top of the beat. So this one might be a little toughy. So I'm just going to show you the basics. I'm using this right here, the F6 RTA plugin from Waves. It's one of my favorite EQs. It's a dynamic EQ. You can compress certain frequency ranges. And with that being said, we're going to start off with this band right here. This is the high pass filter. I start off with this as a starting guideline for your vocals, because once you play it back, you want to get rid of the unwanted noise, the unwanted rumble. So make sure the width is a little steep, so then you want to make sure you're cutting out all them bad noises from the vocals.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted.
So when you're doing that, you want to make sure you're not taking out too much. Otherwise, it's going to sound very flat.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine.
So I went as far back as 67 kilohertz. So I'll do an A and B reference for you, and you tell me what you think.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways.
So you want to make sure when you're doing this part of the EQing, you want to make sure that you're doing it with the beat. So in that way, you want to make sure that you're not taking out too much bass or you're leaving out too much bass. And this is what I recommend doing with the beat. Now, since I'm using an industry beat, I don't want this video to get a copyright claim. So just use your imagination. Of course, I will play the final version afterwards. But don't focus on what you're seeing when you're EQing. Always use your ears. Okay, for this one right here, I focus on the bass. It's still part of that frequency range. I would say probably between 100 to 300 kilohertz, depending on how much bass there is. You know, you always sweep and check and see what sounds too bad, and if it sounds too bad, cut it. So in this method, it's called either subtractive or surgical EQ. You're basically just cutting the frequencies. So you want to cut out the bad noises first.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mother talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine.
Now that right there, you can take out just a little bit, but you want to leave a little bit of bass in there because you don't want it to sound too dull. I mean, you want your vocals to sound clear as possible. You know, you don't want it to sound lifeless. It sounds very artificial when you do that.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut.
Now that doesn't sound too bad. Now, of course, I'm doing this without the beat, so it might sound a little off with the beat when I'm playing it at the same time because you can't figure out exactly what sounds correct with the beat itself. So every beat that you choose to record your vocals over and you want to EQ them, it's going to sound completely different. So if you have certain settings, like a preset that you create like this or something like that, and then it sounds good on this beat, don't save it as a preset and use the exact same one for every other beat that you're going to use in the future. It's going to sound completely off. Everything sounds completely different. Every beat has different frequencies. So every vocal that you record with those beats is going to have different frequencies, either boosted or cut. So don't use your ears. Don't focus on what you're seeing. Because best believe, if you play this in a car in the club, it may throw a lot of people off. So always use your ears. Don't focus on what you're seeing and like, okay, I'm gonna leave it at this frequency range. I'm gonna leave this at this kilohertz. I'm gonna take this much out. I'm gonna boost this much up. Always use your ears and use the beat because the beat is your best friend when it comes to EQing your vocals. That's how you'll be able to get your vocals to sit in the mix along with compression as well. And I'll show you that in the next video. So other than that, okay, now here's the second frequency band. I just take this one and do exactly what I did before.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Company returning to Mac, I got my own. Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut you out on a first date. Enjoy the ride, can't be too loud. These bitches know me. I'm on these Tito's mixed with Tesla. I'm going electric. I'm talking okay.
That doesn't sound bad at all. It sounds a little bit clear, so we getting that. Don't take every band and cut. You also want to boost certain frequencies as well so you can make your vocals stand out more. So in that process, it's also called additive EQ. You're boosting instead of cutting.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut you out on a first date. Enjoy the ride, can't be too loud. These bitches know me. I'm on these Tito's mixed with Tesla. I'm going electric. I'm talking. Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You already know my nickname. White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut you out on a first date. Enjoy the ride, can't be too loud. These bitches know me. I'm on these Tito's mixed with Tesla. I'm going to.
Now it's starting to sound better even more, but you want to also give your vocals clarity and more presence. And this is where you start off in the high end of the vocal. So in this region right here between about 4,000 to 16 kilohertz, you're actually boosting for better presence, clarity, more like a presence effect. So you're just rolling off the taste pretty much. And for this, I'm going to be using a high shelf. Like I said before, use your ears. Use your ears along with the beat and see how it sounds, how the vocal and the beat itself complement with each other.
White ball wasted. My Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black Barbie Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut you out on a first date. Enjoy the ride, can't be too loud. These bitches know me.
And so I'm adding air, and that's okay. And also, you want to add some presence. You want the vocals to stand out a little bit more. And it's most likely you're focused on the mid-range of the vocal. You want that to stand out a little bit more. And this region also competes with instruments like guitars, pianos, or even the hi-hats or the clap. Because once you play them back in a frequency spectrum, you're going to be seeing them a lot more in this region right here. So for this right here, we're not going to boost it all the way to the top, but you want to make sure you have enough space, enough region for your vocals to stand out.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian, she full of cocaine. Black boy with Gigi, she about to bring me back to my whole ways. Full of narcotics, I might slut you out on our first date. Enjoy the ride, can't be too loud, these bitches know me. I'm on these Tito's mixed with Tesla, I'm going electric, I'm talking okay.
Okay, guys, now that we just boosted the high end of the vocal, it also turned up the sibilance in your vocals. Sibilance is the excessive amount of air that comes out of your mouth when you say anything that starts with an S, a C, Z, s, s, s. You want to get rid of that. And that's so annoying when people leave that in their songs. So basically, what you want to do is you want to use a high-pass filter. And you want to roll off. You want to pretty much find that frequency range of where the sibilance is hitting so hard. So this is what you do. This is a high pass filter. I solo it until we hear exactly what frequency range is actually, you can actually hear the sibilance hitting too hard.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian, she company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian.
Okay, I would say around 9,300 kilohertz. That's the amount I rolled off, and this is what it sounds like without it being soloed.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian, she full of cocaine.
And that's good. So even if you don't want to use a high pass filter, let's say for instance that you're using EQs, one for subtracting or surgical, and another one for additive. You could use the last band. Let me get rid of this. You could take this one. Instead of using a high shelf, you just use a bell. And you can play it back.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian, she full of coke.
You see, you can hear that. You can hear it, but I have it soloed. So if I have it unsolo, this is how it sounds.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame. How you fix your mouth to talk about me? You only know my nickname. White ball wasted, my Caucasian, she full of cocaine.
And I'm gonna turn off this band and play it back.
Company returning to Mac, I got my own fame.
Now you see, it sounds a little bit dull in that high end of the vocal. So I'm gonna go back, undo what I just did.
Company returning to Mac, I got my.
And that's basically how you EQ a vocal. It's not that bad. I mean, this right here this is how it would look like if I'm just EQing this artist's vocal with the beat itself. But me, every song that I mix, I don't use the exact same step-by-step process. My vocal chain is completely different from one another for each session. So I won't use the same EQs. I might use a graphic EQ, a shelving EQ, a semi-parametric EQ. It's based on the engineer's way of mixing and mastering. There is no perfect way. There is no best way to EQ your vocals. So you do what you believe is best for yourself. Make the vocals blend the taste, and by all means, if the client is satisfied with it, then your job is done. You want to make sure that you clean it as soon as possible. You want to make sure you have clean vocals. And that's basically it when it comes to EQing vocals. I mean, this right here, I did subtractive and additive EQ on the same plugin. Me, on the other hand, I might want to use two. The first one just for subtractive and the other one just for boosting. One for cutting and the other one for boosting. It depends on how you see fit. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think of this. I'll be having more coming soon. By all means, be patient. We get through this together. Once again, it's your boy Jaunti. I'm signing off. You guys have a blessed one. I love you. God loves you more. Stay blessed. Peace out.